What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne.
I'm Isha Wayne.
And thank you for joining us in another video. Isha, today we're looking at the 2022 Infiniti QX55. Now, to give you an idea of what this vehicle is, it's going up against the likes of the BMW X4 and the Mercedes-Benz GLC Coupe, right? So this is the coupified version of Infiniti's SUV, the QX50. Pricing is around $60,000 as shown for this particular model, and it does have all-wheel drive. So let's start off the review by talking about the exterior. What are your thoughts on the overall exterior design?
I think it looks really good. It translates well from front to back, side profile. I think it looks relatively pretty good with the curves and everything.
Yep. So starting from the front, this looks a little bit more aggressive than the standard QX50 SUV. The QX55 is supposed to look a little bit more sporty, and Infiniti did just that with the styling. You have a massive Infiniti grille surrounded with chrome accents, the Infiniti badge sitting proudly there. You also have all LED everything up front, so LED daytime running lamps, LED turn signals, LED headlamps. It's all there. They didn't throw an incandescent bulb up there, which is something that really annoys me when manufacturers do that, because it just screams cheap bulb whenever the bulb's illuminated. But that's not the case for this one.
Yeah, we've seen some where it's a mixture and it's not good.
It's not good, right? So you can see how curvaceous the car is just from the hood, right? Underneath that hood, we have a 2-liter turbocharged variable compression 4-cylinder that's giving you 268 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. Your fuel economy is going to be 22 city, 28 highway, and that, of course, is connected to a CVT, or continuously variable transmission. I'm going to go ahead and floor it.
It's pretty smooth.
It's pretty smooth. Now, there is some engine noise coming into the cabin, a little bit of road noise I've noticed here and there, but it's not anything that is worth, completely throwing this car away. Let's lay into the throttle a little bit more, see how it handles on these curves.
And how would you say handling is for this vehicle?
So not too much body roll. It seems to be taking these curves pretty well. It's handling better than I expected.
Yeah, and I'm staying pretty planted in my seat.
So it allows you to drive with a certain degree of confidence when on a curvaceous road, behind the wheel of this vehicle. It gives you a good feeling that this car can handle whatever it is you're doing.
Right.
Now, coming over to the side profile, of course, like I said, this is the coupified version of the Infiniti X50. So that roofline is going to come down towards the rear of the vehicle. Now, it's going to compromise you a little bit when it comes to headroom on the second row, but the people who are going after vehicles like this know that, right? They're going for the styling. Of course, you have 20-inch wheels on this particular model. This is an all-wheel drive model. The wheels are shod in all-season tires that are run flat as well. So Isha, what do you think about the side profile of this one? Do you have any comments on its styling?
I think it translates very well. I like I said, overall, I think it looks pretty good.
Looks pretty good. This isn't one of those cars where it looks like somebody designed it up front and then you have a different person who did the back and another person who did the side.
Right.
The design language of this vehicle just goes very well, right? Coming towards the back, you do have Infiniti branding on the back. There's no mistaking what this is. You also have an Infiniti badge. Open up the hatch, you're getting about 27 cubic feet of storage. You want more storage? Drop that second row, it'll give you 54 cubic feet of storage. So overall, from the exterior, from the nice and proud large Infiniti grille, the black side view mirrors that go against the red paintwork, really like that. That provides a little sporty edge as well. The 20-inch wheels, just the overall package looks very nice from the exterior. Interior, what do you think about the interior?
I think that it's pretty comparable to today's styling for a vehicle of this size and the price range. How things are today, you're not going to get some crazy race-inspired, that's not what this vehicle is, or crazy wood paneling.
So what I'm hearing is that it meets expectations,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Now, from my point of view, the interior does seem slightly dated a little bit, even though this came out in 2022, but it still has all those modern features that meet your needs. For example, there is a head-up display system in this vehicle.
Nice.
Right?
I
That's
like
pretty
that.
nice.
It has chrome accents, wood finish here.
Yep.
And then your leather.
Right. So this is an injection molded material, but the stitching going across, that is for real, right? You do have an 8-inch touchscreen display system here that has your Apple CarPlay, and you also have Android Auto as well if you have an Android phone. Coming lower, you do have more controls here for your infotainment system, and then physical buttons on either side for your air conditioning system. So I love how we still get the physical buttons here, Ish, and that allows you to control and have tactile feedback while driving.
Right.
Right?
And this is a touchscreen, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, since Neo Gorsh, it's
oh my gosh, when's the last time you heard AM radio? I don't know the last time I heard AM radio. But we've confirmed it is a touchscreen. All right, and then you have your keys here for home, audio, climate control. So it's a good mixture of touchscreen and physical buttons. I really like that a lot about this vehicle. I will say that they did that well. Coming lower, we do have some storage. Go ahead and slide that open. We have 2 USB ports, 2 cup holders. Coming back, we have our start-stop button, our electronic gear selector, and of course, different driving modes here as well. Now, I will say the seating in here, I do have my ventilated seat on. It feels pretty good. What are your thoughts on comfortability for those seats?
Oh, I think it's pretty comfortable. The seats are pretty comfortable. Like I said earlier, I've been staying pretty planted on the curves and everything. I have noticed that I do get a little bit of Alcantara here, which is pretty cool. But overall, the seat, I know that it is heated and cooled. And I've been enjoying it. It's pretty good.
So you get 3 levels of heating, 3 levels of cooling. You could easily sit here for hours if you have a long drive or a long commute. The seats will not wear you down. You know, some cars where they don't get the seats right, you don't feel it initially. But when you drive the car for a while, you feel fatigue when you get out, right?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think this is one of those cars, right? Coming over to the steering wheel, wrapped in leather, it does have stitching throughout. And of course, it is a heated steering wheel as well. You have the Infiniti badge and then 2 shift paddles behind the steering wheel as well. Now, I do wish we did have a full thin film transistor display behind the steering wheel. What you're getting are 2 analog gauges and then a screen sitting in the center there. But overall, it does get the job done. It's nice, clear, and easy to read. Coming over to the door panels, you get that stitching going across. You do have that wood trim Isha mentioned that flows into the door panels. Coming lower, you do have satin accents, controls for all 4 windows, and a little bit of storage there. I do like the Bose speaker grills there. That does jump out. That looks nice and luxury, right? Now, one thing I do wish that this car had is a full panoramic roof. What you're getting is just a small sunroof. Unfortunately, I think that's the only option available for this one. But a nice panoramic roof. Hopefully we get that in years to come. That would have opened this car up.
But it's okay.
Yeah, it's definitely okay. Not a deal breaker.
Right.
Coming towards the back, you do have adequate leg room. There are USB ports back there. And of course, like I said, since this is the coupified version of the QX50, you're going to lose a little bit of headroom back there, as you can see, where the roof tapers down a little bit.
Right.
But overall, I think that this is a good vehicle. If you're looking at something that is an SUV, but wants to be sporty at the same time, and handles well, and holds the road well, and doesn't have too much body roll, I think the QX55 might be a vehicle worth taking a look at. The pricing is decent. You know, it's not the highest, it's not the lowest, but it's adequate. Any closing thoughts, Isha?
I think the car is pretty nice, pretty comparable. You know, it's not doing too much, and it's not doing too little.
It definitely has style.
It's a good daily driver. Get you from point A to point B, and it's very comfortable too. Right.
This is definitely a stylish vehicle. I have had people ask me about the vehicle, and of course, one of the things that catches their attention is obviously the roof line. It's really striking.
Very sleek.
Yeah, and you know, these coupe SUVs have only been out for a few years, and there's still a lot of people who don't really know about them or realize that they're out or realize what they are. Yeah, so You know, my only gripes is it's just minor engine noise and road noise coming into the cabin. But aside from that, if that's not a deal breaker for you, this is definitely a vehicle worth taking a look at. So thank you guys for joining our review. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until next time, I'm Ben Wayne, the automotive reviewer that YouTube deserves.